Welcome to Impact Africa, our online talk show where we get to have conversations with diverse people and organizations who are impacting lives positively, and as well to celebrate people, places, and events. My name is Dr. Kemi Akiode Adebayo, also known as Mama K. And in today's event, yes, it is about people and places. I really get excited when we do this. And we're focusing on a children's carnival that was held at Bishopscourt in Cape Town, sometimes in December 2022. And the whole event was about celebrating young people with disability and as well that are disadvantaged. And I was fortunate and blessed enough to have two young people, who I spoke with. When I say young, you know me. When I say young, it means young. So my dear brother, yes, from another mother, we only just met, but we clicked immediately we met. He is Gino Adriaensen, and he is a co-owner of Wicket Waffle. So they were there on that day to serve the young people. And as well, I had conversation with Trevor Hacker, who is the owner of Motor World Racing. And yes, his beautiful wife, Feruza, who is a breast cancer survivor, was with us as well, just to share some, reasons why they're involved and, yes, what they do to support events like that. Enjoy. Okay, I've got a trainee behind the camera, so not my fault today. This is People and Places with Mama K, and we've got an interesting and amazing event. Santa Claus coming for this disadvantaged children in Ferwood Estate, Bishopscourt. I didn't know this place existed, so it's my first time here, and I've got this young, amazing man putting back in the community, Gino, who is going to have a brief chat with me. Gino, how are you involved in today's event?
Involved is we produce products that is nice for the kids. Anybody likes a waffle, so we try to give back to the community and giving waffles to the kids. So that's how we do. We met the owner a few years ago by doing an event not far away from this side, and once we saw the kids, our hearts start melting, and we only thing what we could do at that moment was actually giving waffles to them. Oh. So that's what we did today here.
So how many waffles did you give out today?
300 waffles.
Wow, 300 waffles. I know we missed seeing the waffles, but I saw it earlier on with the syrup. It's so huge as well. Was it one of those per person?
Yes, it was one per person, one per child, and from the little ones from 3 years to the elder ones that are here, and the helpers as well. Because remember, the kids are there, but you always need to support also the people that help in the kids. Because today it was not only just disadvantaged kids, but also kids with handicaps. So it's an extra special needs kids, yeah. So and they loved it. So you see, you don't see anyone anymore around. They're all gone. You too late as well for it.
So tell us more about your waffles. What is it called, and where can one find you?
So our company brand calls Wicket Waffle. You'll find that there is only one shop existing for it at the moment in the V&A waterfront, but otherwise you will find us at pop-ups, like little festivals. You can see us at some markets like Boschendal Market, Lauwensford Market, Turkey Market, the Vineyard Market. But we also not only in Cape Town. We made it to a point that we made a little franchise agency. So you will find us in George, you will find us in Newcastle, in Durban, and in Johannesburg as well.
So what is different about the Belgian waffle, and especially about the Wicket Waffle?
So I'm just going to correct you with one thing. We sell Brussels waffles.
Okay.
So waffles are in Belgium, we have about 27 different waffles. So a lot of people know the Brussels waffles like I sell as the Belgian waffle, the name Belgian waffle. And that came back historical in 1962 in New York for the convention. People didn't know what Brussels was, but they know where Belgium was at that moment. So that's where the name Belgian waffle comes involved. What is special about my waffle is from heritage and from my parents' friends, we get a recipe that's 300 years old, and that's where we bake still on gas, and we're using and also with Eskom, luckily we bake on gas because Eskom doesn't provide you all the time with electricity, so the gas you still have, and we can always keep on baking. So that is part of that. So they're nice and crispy, soft inside, and of course toppings is up to the people themselves.
Wow. The way you're describing it, how come you didn't leave one for me? Even one? How come?
I can't disappoint a child. I can't disappoint a child.
All right. Thank you so
Pleasure.
much. And we wish you all the best. Can you share your contact details?
So you will find us on the website, so wicketwaffle.co.za. You will find us on Instagram, Facebook page as Wicket Waffle South Africa of SA. That's our Facebook page. And otherwise, you can always contact me directly with 082 674 0182.
Thank you, Gino. And you are from Belgium.
I am Belgium, yes. 18 years in South Africa, so I'm half South African, I'm half Belgian.
Tell them, yeah. The norm is once you're 7 years in Cape Town, we can claim to be from Cape Town,
That's
right?
correct. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that, yes.
Thank you. We'll be right back. Okay, now we are going to be speaking to a young man called Trevor, and they don't have a bikers club, but they're friends that have come here today to support the initiative. So tell us about what you do and, you know, how you guys got involved in today's initiative.
Okay, myself and my wife over there, we always helping in the community. We do our own biker charity and biker ministry as well at the same time. So Faranaz there asked us in the week because one of the bigger bike clubs cancelled, and then we had just a couple of days to try and get a few bikers together, which was quite difficult because most of the bike clubs have already got events up until into next year.
Wow.
But yeah,
So it's a big thing, this bikers ministry, you know, even for you.
yeah, no, it's a big thing.
Wow.
Yeah, look here, our thing is all about spreading the word, the gospel. That is what we do. And in the biking community, it's big because there are a lot of unsaved bikers out there. We don't Bible bash people, but through our actions is what we where we get our success from. And all glory be to God
Awesome.
for everything we do.
Awesome. And I saw earlier that you had, you know, the young kids,
Yes.
some, and even the older people joining on the bike. Some of them, I'm sure, for the first time. How was that, you know, from the kids, you know?
No, that's awesome. That's what we do. We've done that a few times already, going to different like outreaches and things where there are kids. We even did one at Falkenberg,
Right.
yeah, for the disabled ones as well.
Right. So run through some of these bikes for us. Which one do you ride mostly? Uh-huh.
This Honda here is I'm an old school biker, as you can see, and I ride old school bikes as well. So this is my baby.
Okay.
She's a 1986 model.
Wow.
Yeah.
1986 model.
Yeah, and it's a 1000 cc, very fast. It can reach about 280.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
And how long have you been riding yourself?
I've been riding I'm 61 by the way,
You look young, man.
so I've been riding since 18.
Okay, so
So yeah,
Okay, and I
over
see
40
that
years.
one.
Yeah, that's a very lovely bike.
Uh-huh.
It's a Suzuki Intruder, a Boulevard. It's a 1800 cc. I mean, it's bigger than most car engines.
I can
It's
see
yeah,
that.
that's a beauty, really.
It's scary looking for
Yeah,
me. I'm
yeah.
like, this is huge.
Yeah, no, and it gives you a lovely ride.
Right. So
More of a cruiser, you know.
in terms of safety, because a lot
Yes.
of people are normally scared, you know,
Yes.
about people being on the bike.
Yes.
I wasn't until I saw an accident, and I'm
Wow.
being honest with you, of a biker who passed me, and I was like, wow, you know, this is dangerous, what
Sure.
he's doing. And just down the lane, he passed.
Yeah.
So how safe, you know, is
Look,
riding? And you
it's-
know,
it's-
what
it's-
are the safety precautions?
Yeah, look, biking is relatively safe, but you need to have a level head when you're riding, definitely, and wear the right gear. You know, always wear a nice jacket, protective wear, gloves, a good helmet, nice boots if you can. You do get these guys that ride in shorts. No, that's a definite no. We've had a good friend of ours. He came off his bike about a month ago. He was wearing shorts and a t-shirt. he spent more than a month in hospital getting skin grafts.
Wow.
So yeah, no,
you have to do things right.
you have to,
Okay.
and ride decently.
Right.
You know?
I would have wanted to join you, but the guy behind the camera wouldn't allow me. But I'm sure next time, when we come out to see where next you're doing your biking ministry, we will want to just follow up, and I will want to take a ride. And is there any Harley Davidson anywhere here?
there's one.
Oh, there's one. Let's go. Let's see. Okay. All right. I know that's the top brand that everybody talks about. So tell us about this baby here. Wow.
This is quite a small machine
Uh-huh.
as far as the engine is concerned, but it's still a Harley. It's a friend of mine. He's a bike. I also fix motorbikes. That's my job.
Really?
I've got a workshop, my small business that I run, doing bike repairs. So
Wow.
yeah,
Well,
it's my passion, you know,
it's
biking.
your passion, and then
Yeah.
you do this ministry as
That's
well.
right.
Wow. I would have really loved to be on this one, but I guess the program is almost finishing, and I don't want you guys to make fun of me, just in case I look scared. So, but next time, Trevor, I'm going to jump with you on any bike just to take a ride.
Yes, we've now earmarked this. This is going to be our annual event now. So we'll see you next year again.
Awesome.
All right.
So I love the part when you said you're entrepreneur yourself, and in fact that's part of what we do. We try and support entrepreneurs, you know, in terms of showcasing, promoting, and you know, let people know about them. So you run that as your own business. Where is that? Can you share your details so that if anybody wants to repair their bike, they can come to you?
Yes, my business is in Cape Town, in Goodwood. It's called Moto World Racing. It's a registered business. I started the business in 2015. It's still going. Through COVID was very difficult. I had to basically shut down for a whole year. But we're still up and running again. And yes, and I've been doing this bikes when I left school. This is the trade I went into.
Right.
An apprenticeship fixing motorcycles. So, yeah.
You know, you're talking more about things I want to hear. The apprenticeship.
Yes.
How are you planning? I know you said earlier on you're 61 and you've been doing this for a long time. How are you going to help transfer some of those skills to our youth?
Wow.
Because unemployment is huge.
That is a very good point you're making there. This is part of what I do. I even take guys off the street sometimes and teach them skills, because that's what I do. I mean, I've got over 40 years experience in the biking, fixing bikes. So, yeah, so that's what I do. I empower the youth, empower the underprivileged, even drug addicts. Sadly, one of my guys passed on. He was an addict using tick, but he was a very good worker. But unfortunately, the drugs got the better of him. And yeah, he's not
Wow.
today, but
I salute you, Trevor. I didn't know that part. I'll definitely want to come and speak to you more and visit your workshop so that we hear more about what you're doing, and, you know, if there are ways other young people could join, you know, in terms of learning, because those are things that we're trying to promote in Cape Town, you know, that, yeah, if you can't find work, you can create jobs and, you know, have your own business, but you need to be skilled, you know, to do that.
so I've got a social media page
Okay.
on Instagram and Facebook.
Share that.
It's Moto World Racing, MOTO WORLD RACING, the Moto World Racing. And I've also got my name is Trevor Harker, so you can also get me on Facebook on my private page. Yeah, and you can read all about me on Facebook.
All right. Thank you. And God bless you for all your support. And God will keep guiding you, will keep prospering you as you put back and help to, you know, connect young people, disadvantaged you are there. It will keep lifting you up. Keep sowing that seed.
Amen. And thank you so much, eh?
You're most welcome. Well, that's all we've got with Trevor, but we'll be right back.
Ciao.
Yes, for those who know me, I always say it is a blessing to be a blessing. And what a blessing it was for Gino through Wicket Waffle to serve 300 waffles to 300 children on that day. And the fact that, like he said, is always, pleasure for them to do and to put back into community like that. Thank you, Gino, for you and for your wife as well, who you're both co-founder of Wicket Waffle. And we wish you all the very best as you continue to impact lives positively around you. And then Trevor, wow. Trevor Hako, I loved what he said. Unashamedly, riding for Jesus. He's through his motorbike and his club, and he does a lot of work, in terms of training for young people, teaching them, about bikes as well. And just bringing your bikes on that day with your mate, just to, put a smile on the faces of those young children on that day. Some of them have never ridden on a bike or even seen one per se or be close to one. So thank you for yourself and your team for allowing that. And Feruza, thank you as well for supporting your husband. We will be back to hear more of your stories, both of you and as well as Gino. We just celebrate all those who are doing amazing things in the community, especially making a difference, in the lives of others, particularly those who are disadvantaged and those with disability, and especially for us at Bold Moves and Impact Africa, children and young people. Well, that's all we've got time for till next time. This is Mama K signing off and saying, stay safe, stay blessed, love you all.